All right. Let's see if I get this thing to focus. There we go. Welcome. Tonight is our two-box break of Topps T206 Tobacco Vintage kind of look cards. Just as a reminder, those were in my break from Topps of about a month and a half ago. This was the card that we got from Topps as our replacement hit, which was the Cody Bellinger relic that went to Larry. So Larry, this card will be coming with what you get out of here. And obviously, if you're in the Chrome break as well, I'll ship those with this as well too. So those of you that are in this break, we do have a Jumbo Box Topps Chrome. We're $130 away from filling it and breaking that as well. So please, if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. See if there's anything that interests you. Good product this year. Some very good parallel hits and nice variations too. But obviously, everybody's looking at the frozen fractors and the taco fractors and the ultraviolets and all kinds of good stuff that are out there. So keep in mind, Jumbo's got all that in there. The only thing it doesn't have are those special, what are those Youthquake parallels that are only in the Breakers Delight boxes. But anyway, the checklist of this product actually looks pretty good as far as a low series is concerned. There are a limited amount of autos. They fall about every third box. So... but the names are really good. You got David Ortiz, Craig Biggio, Riley Fingers, Scott Rowland, Ron Guidry, Tony Oliva, Vladdy Jr., a number of rookies including Beatty, Blade, Henderson, Jung, Naylor, Yoshida, some good names in there. So obviously there are a few that I missed there that are in here. The T205 inserts are about one per box on average. Usually get two parallels per box beyond the traditional Piedmont and Polar Bear. But the checklist is 150 deep, so there's plenty of players out there that we can get. They look really good. So hopefully we hit something nice for everybody tonight, like everybody to go home with something. As a reminder, everybody that are in the break, teams are listed both on SEC and the bench. So appreciate everybody joining. So we're going to go ahead and get this underway. We have two boxes. Each box has 4 packs of 10 cards, so we'll have 80 cards tonight into the group break. And these are just kind of like basic silver foil packs, so you'll see there's nothing really written on them. They just kind of come just like that. They're just kind of thrown in the box. There's our empty box. And there's our packs. So good luck, everybody. The hits are on the front, so I'm probably going to go backwards. It'll be kind of weird, but that way, save the big hits for the end. All right, first up, we have a Rafael Palmeiro mini, and that goes to the Texas Rangers. Let's see if I can get it to focus there. Here we go. And then for the White Sox, we have a Luis Robert. And then we have a Brandon Nimmo. This is for the New York Mets. For the Houston Astros, we have a Jordan Alvarez. And then for the Colorado Rockies, we have a Brian Serven rookie. And I'll kind of show you what the variations look like when we get closer to them. I need this thing to focus a little bit better. There, it doesn't. It likes this background. Turn that off. There we go. See, it likes it better without that background. Miguel Vargas, and that's for the Dodgers. Sorry, I was trying to promote the website, but obviously it didn't like it as it liked it more than it did the cards. Then we have a Javi Baez, and that is for Detroit. Traditional mini there, Javi Baez. Brett Beatty for the New York Mets. Here is a Piedmont back, and that is of Royce Lewis for Minnesota. and it's tricking me. It doesn't want to focus, but there we go. And then we have a Derek Jeter, and that is one of those T205 variants for the New York Yankees. And last but not least, we have a polar bear, and that is of Clayton Kershaw. They fall about one per pack on the polar bears, and that goes to the Dodgers. Back two. We have a Kyle Wright, and that'll go to the Atlanta Braves. We have a Jared Walsh, and that'll go to the Angels. We have a Jimmy Rollins, and that'll go to the Philadelphia Phillies. There's a Matt Chapman, and he's pictured with the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's a Jose Abreu for the Houston Astros. There's a Phil Niekro, and that'll go to the Atlanta Braves. There's a Willy Adames, and he will go to the Milwaukee Brewers. Kyle Schwarber going to the Philadelphia Phillies. There's a Piedmont back, and that is of Ron Santo going to the Chicago Cubs. And then a polar bear of Spencer Torkelson going to the Detroit Tigers. Back three. So we have a David Cone, and that is going to the New York Mets. We have a Mike Yastrzemski, and that is going to the San Francisco Giants. A William Contreras, and that is going to the Milwaukee Brewers. Bryce Harper, and that is going to the Philadelphia Phillies. And Jacob deGrom, and that is going to the Texas Rangers. We have an Ezekiel Tovar, and that is going to the Colorado Rockies. A Miguel Vargas, and that is going to the Dodgers. I think that's the second one of those we've hit in this one box. A Honus Wagner, and that is going to the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's kind of like a reprint of the real card there. Willie Stargell, and that is the wood parallel. So these are cards that have like the wood finish. And those are short printed, I believe, to 20, if I remember correctly. And that's going to the Pirates. Pirates in this break were Smith Bryan. You got yourself a nice little card there. Willie Pop Stargell wood parallel. Congrats on the hit. And then we have a Michael Harris. That is the opening day variation of Michael Harris's rookie. You can tell because it has the opening day banners in the background, the buntings. It's a nice looking card. And then we have the Uzit version of Jordan Grosshands for the Miami Marlins. And that goes to Steve. And the Michael Harris also went to Steve. So 2 variations there for you, Steve. And then the last box, the last pack of box number 1. We have another Brian Serven for the Colorado Rockies. We have a Bo Naylor for the Cleveland Guardians. We have a Manny Machado for the San Diego Padres. We have a Josh Naylor, the brother of Bo, for the Cleveland Guardians. We have a Larry Doby. This has been a Cleveland Guardians pack for the Cleveland Guardians. Javier Assad, the Chicago Cubs. A Brian Wilson, Fear the Beard for the Giants. A Christopher Morel, rookie for the Cubs. A Piedmont Mini of Big Papi David Ortiz. That's going to Larry. And a Polar Bear of also for the Red Sox, a Triston Casas variant going to the Red Sox, and that goes to Larry. All right, that's the end of box 1. Continue on to box number 2. All right, there's your empty box. Good luck. For the Yankees, we have a Dom Mattingly. Kind of reminds me of the 02 variant of the T206. Buddy Kennedy for the Arizona Diamondbacks, rookie. We have a Cecil Fielder for the Detroit Tigers. We have a Dwight Gooden for the Mets. He's one that has an autograph in this product if we get lucky. A George Springer for the Blue Jays. A Sonny Gray for the Minnesota Twins. A Matt Chapman again for the Toronto Blue Jays. A Jimmy Rollins for the Philadelphia Phillies. A Piedmont Mini of, who's that? Is that Bo Naylor? Yeah, Bo Naylor. And a Gunnar Henderson autograph. Wow. Wow. Just leave that up there for a minute. Wow. About time we hit something like that. And clear as day, autograph edition, Gunnar Henderson. There you go. Congrats, Steve. Gunnar Henderson on-card autograph. There he is. And a Polar Bear Mini of Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. I just saw it was on the front. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Just you wait, Steve. We're not done yet. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Kerry Carpenter for the Tigers. Rookie. Nice Corbin Carroll. That goes to Arizona. Zach, you got yourself a nice Corbin Carroll there. Josh Hader for the San Diego Padres. Javier Baez for the Detroit Tigers. David Cone for the New York Mets. Seen him before. Kenley Jensen on the Boston Red Sox. Ahmed Rosario for the Cleveland Guardians. A Piedmont back for the Milwaukee Brewers. We have William Contreras. That goes to the Brewers. And that is for me. And then another William Contreras. And that is the opening day variant. And a very rare one here. Well, I don't know how rare. Let's see. Tolstoy are 1 every 48. How about Adley Rushman? So, Steve, you're killing it, man. It is a red Tolstoy. Those are 1 every 12 boxes. I don't think there's a Tolstoy black and a Tolstoy red. I think there's just one Tolstoy. But really nice there. It's almost as rare as like the Morton back. Nice looking card there. 2 Monster Orioles in one box. For the Marlins, we have another Brett Beatty, rookie for the Mets. A Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Atlanta Braves. That goes to Steve. Brandon Crawford for the Giants. And that goes to Zach. George Springer again for the Blue Jays. Seem to be getting duplicates. That goes to Smith Bryan. Buddy Kennedy for the Arizona Diamondbacks. That goes to Zach. Tony Gwynn for the Padres. And that goes to Oriole Fan 1. Andrew McCutchen for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And that goes to Smith Bryan. Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. And that goes to Oriole Fan 1. A Piedmont Mini. Jeez. Of Ketel Marte. That goes to the Diamondbacks. And another variation, the opening day variation of Adley Rutschman. So the Orioles continue to murder this box. If it will let me zoom in here. Come on. Adley Rutschman opening day variation. And a Sweet Caporal, which are one every 6 boxes or so, of Julio Arias for the LA Dodgers. And that goes to Dragon Slayer 913. That's a nice card. Come on, focus for me. There you go. 2 nice variations there. And one final pack. Good luck, everybody. All right. On the back, we have Brian Wilson for the Giants. And that goes to Zach. We have a Luis Arias for the Miami Marlins. That goes to Steve. A Bo Bichette for the Toronto Blue Jays. And that goes to Smith Bryan. A Wilson Contreras for the Cardinals. And that goes to Dragon Slayer. Nolan Ryan. First time we've seen him, he's pictured in an Angels uniform here. So that will go to McGuire Nutt Steve. Nice Nolan Ryan. Tyler Glasnow for the Tampa Bay Rays. That goes to Larry G. There's Spencer Strider for the Atlanta Braves. That goes to Steve. George Brett for Kansas City. That goes to Smith Bryan. It's a nice looking card there too. We have a Piedmont of a Hayes, Brian Hayes. That goes to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh goes to Smith Bryan, I believe, right? Yep. And then we have a Shohei Ohtani, another opening day variation. And that goes to the Angels. That goes to Steve. That's a nice looking card there too. And then Uzit. They're one every other box, but we got 2. And that goes to the Houston Astros. Therion. Nice looking card there for you. You got something to go with the regular base cards there. Focus for me. Come on. Focus. There we go. Roger Clemens in his Astros uniform. And that is the break. Let me go through some of the bigger hits again because we got quite a bit of them there in that second box. So recently we got the Uzit of Clemens. We got the opening day variation of Shohei Ohtani. We got the opening day variation of Adley Rutschman. We got the Piedmont back, or Sweet Caporal back of Julio Arias. We got the Adley Rutschman Tolstoy back. We got the Brandon Nimmo Polar Bear back. And the really big hit of the box was the Gunnar Henderson on-card autograph. That'll go onto the big pool section here on SEC. Bo Naylor, Piedmont back, and I think that was the biggest ones. There are a couple other ones that I missed, like an opening day mini of William Contreras and a few other ones, but those were the big ones. So I appreciate everybody joining. If you're going to be in the Topps Chrome break, the cards will ship out with those. Otherwise, those of you that are not, we will ship these, or excuse me, I will ship these out to you here shortly. Please let me know if you're not planning on getting into the Topps Chrome break, and I can get these mailed out to you sooner than later. But otherwise, I appreciate you all for joining. You all have a good evening. Take care.